will be interviewing Jackson Keene here about the ancient city-state, Delphi. So Jackson, tell me, how did Zeus choose Delphi to be the center of the world?
He let two eagles fly from the opposite ends of the earth, and they met at Delphi.
Wow, that is very neat, actually. So tell me, why was Delphi world famous back in the day?
Well, the oracle at Delphi was very famous for being able to predict the future.
Were the answers it gave actually right?
The oracle kind of just babbled along, and the people would take it to be amazingly true advice and wisdom straight from the gods.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So I heard that there were these events called the Pythian Games, am I correct?
Yes, they were the biggest events of the whole culture. They lasted for 5 days, and they only lasted once every 8 years.
I saw.
Hey kids, are you looking for a place with fun and adventure? Then if you are, you should come on down to the Pythian Games. We have sacrificing.
Blah,
And now we must sacrifice this
Bah.
goat to the god
blah,
Zeus.
blah, blah, blah.
Let the games begin.
We have food, music, and athletic sports. So come on down and see everybody get brutally murdered.
Hello, James Hudson here again. And interviewing him again, you know. So Jackson, tell me, what would they do on these 5 days of the Pythian Games?
On the first day, they had religious ceremonies and they made sacrifices to all their gods. And then on the second day, they had a large banquet celebrating the games. These games were different from the Olympics because they had musical and art contests, and these were held on the third day. On the fourth day, they had the athletic contest, like the Olympic Games. And on the fifth day, they had the horse and chariot races, which were my favorite parts of the games.
How cool, how cool. I've always wanted to ride a horse, you know?
Yes, same here.
So today I have with me Jackson Keene, and I'm just going to be asking him a few questions. So how and when was Delphi founded?
It was held in the 14th to 11th century BC.
What was the government like in Delphi?
Delphi was an oligarchy, and it had 12 groups called amphictonia. Their main task was to unify the small city-states.
What was Delphi most famous for?
It was most famous for its oracle since 750 BC. The oracle was a priestess who the gods would tell things. She would babble, and then the priest would interpret what she was saying and give it to the person who asked for advice. Listening to the oracle gave him good advice of what would happen in the future. The main god that gave the messages was Apollo.
What was the geography like in Delphi?
It was in the valley of Lestus between the Mount Parnassus and Mount Circus.
What is coming for our great city-state?
Thanks for the information, Jackson.
Not a problem, Balak.
We're done.